We spent a week at the Crescent City Redwoods KOA, and the star are the redwoods. This is some of the sites in their 10-acre old-growth forest. There are tent sites, and then there are some small partial hookup back-in sites. But look at how tall these trees are. They're the tallest trees in the world.
As you can see in the partial hookups back in the woods, it's really only the small RVs that can fit. And besides the RVs and tents back there, they had some very primitive cabins that are among some huge redwood trees, which makes you feel really small.
Most of the RV sites are full hookups, and they're at the front of the campground before you get to the big redwoods. And they have pull-throughs, and as you can see, you can fit some rather large RVs there. Our 30-foot fifth wheel fit no problem.
Besides the primitive cabins back in the woods, there were some park model cabins also for rent that were in the main camping area where the full hookup sites were, and these were a little bigger than the primitive cabins.
They also had a good-sized dog park where you could allow your dogs to run off-leash. And I thought it was great that there was so much grass here because it rains a lot and you didn't have to worry about it getting muddy. And you know KOAs are family friendly, so there was a nice large playground, and this had the wood chips down at the bottom. And then because it does rain a lot, they also had a good sized game room. So as you can see here, they had ping pong, they also had foosball, there were board games over on the other side, and then in here there were also even some old school video games.
They had a really good general store inside the main office, but the best part was the section of self-guided tours, which included a lot of different hikes and drives in the local area to see the scenery.
Look at how small our truck looked between the massive redwoods on Howland Hills Road. It's a 10-mile dirt road that goes through an old-growth forest, and it had a bunch of different hiking trails along the way that you could stop at and enjoy.
The hiking was fantastic. We walked for several miles up and down trails, and they were not crowded, so you could really just enjoy the peacefulness of these giant redwood trees as you walked.
Also part of the national park is the coastline where the redwoods meet the sea, and also where the Klamath River goes down to the ocean.
In Crescent City is also California's northernmost lighthouse, and you have to wait till low tide to get out to the island that it sits on, but once you're there and climb up on the hill, you can get great views of the California coastline.
We definitely recommend a visit to the Redwoods National Park and the Crescent City Redwoods KOA.